You meet someone, it's electric. The connection feels different this time, deeper, more real than anything you've felt in a long time. The conversations just flow, the laughter is genuine, and for the first time in a while, you actually let yourself hope. You start to picture a future. And then, just as things are getting good, a switch flips. An invisible wall goes up. Suddenly, the urge to run, to create distance is so overwhelming it drowns out everything else. You become cold, distant. Maybe you even pick a fight, sabotaging the very thing you thought you wanted. If this sounds painfully familiar, you're not alone. And it's not because you're broken. It's a deep, instinctual urge to pull away, and it's often a defense mechanism, a pattern rooted in your past that's trying to protect you from a hurt you can't quite name. Today, we're going to explore that wall. We'll look at the hidden world of attachment styles, the paralyzing fear of being truly seen, and why this push-pull dynamic can feel so impossible to break. Most importantly, we'll talk about how to stop letting fear write the endings to your best relationships. Section 1. The core of the problem. Your attachment style. To understand why you pull away, we have to go back to the beginning. Not of this relationship, but of how you learned to love. This is the foundation of attachment theory, which says our earliest bonds create an internal blueprint for how we relate to people for the rest of our lives. If those first connections were inconsistent or unreliable, you might have developed an insecure attachment style. Let's break down the main insecure styles that drive this behavior. First, there's the anxious attachment style. If this is you, you crave intimacy, but live with a persistent fear of abandonment. Highly sensitive to your partner's moods, the slightest distance can feel like a threat, leading to protest behaviors, like becoming clingy or seeking constant reassurance to pull your partner back. But when that anxiety gets overwhelming, you might abruptly withdraw yourself, leaving your partner confused by the hot and cold dynamic. Next is the avoidant attachment style. For the avoidant, independence is everything. Emotional intimacy feels threatening because you see it as a loss of your autonomy. When a partner gets too close or needs support, your instinct is to retreat to feel in control. This isn't because you're heartless. It's because you learned early on that relying on others was unsafe, so you learned to rely only on yourself. This defense mechanism keeps you safe, but it can also keep you very alone. Finally, there's the fearful avoidant attachment style, a turbulent mix of the other two. This style carries a deep internal conflict. You desperately want intimacy and are terrified of it at the same time. It's often linked to childhood trauma, where a caregiver was a source of both safety and fear. As an adult, this creates a constant push-pull cycle. You draw someone in, then panic and push them away to protect yourself from what feels like inevitable pain. This come here, go away dance is confusing for you and agonizing for your partner. If you're listening to this and feel your chest tighten or have the sudden urge to click away, that's not random. That's your nervous system recognizing itself in these patterns. Section 2, Beyond Attachment, the deeper fears at play. While attachment styles are the blueprint, other deep-seated fears pour the concrete for the walls we build. The most powerful of these is a fear of intimacy. This isn't just about physical closeness. It's a fear of being truly seen, your flaws, your past, your true self, and being rejected for it. People with this fear don't necessarily want to be alone. In fact, they may deeply long for connection, but sabotage relationships to avoid the risk of exposure. This often shows up as picking fights over small things, suddenly focusing on your partner's flaws, or finding any excuse to emotionally check out when things feel too close. This is often tied to low self-esteem and a fear of rejection. If deep down you feel unworthy of love, it's hard to believe someone else can genuinely care for you. You might test your partner by pushing them away to see if they'll fight for the relationship. Or you might end things first, rejecting them before they have the chance to reject you. It's a twisted form of self-preservation, rooted in the belief that if they saw the real you, they'd leave anyway. Unresolved past trauma is another major factor. Experiences like abuse or neglect can put your nervous system on high alert, always scanning for threats. Both men and women who have been traumatized often learn to disconnect from their emotions to protect themselves from pain. As a relationship gets more intimate, This system can get triggered, misinterpreting vulnerability as danger. Pulling away becomes an automatic response to prevent re-experiencing that old pain. And sometimes pulling away is simply about feeling overwhelmed. It's not about rejection, but a need for space. This can be caused by external stressors, like work burnout or personal struggles with depression or grief. In these cases, the person isn't pushing the relationship away, but stepping back to catch their breath without the added pressure of managing a partner's emotions. Section 3. Is this a gender thing? Men, women, and the rubber band. So is this a gendered thing? While society often stereotypes men as pulling away and women as chasing, the reality is more nuanced. The real drivers are attachment styles, not gender. Pop psychology concepts like the rubber band theory suggest men instinctively pull away to reclaim independence. And it's true that societal conditioning can shape how these patterns look. For example, a woman's withdrawal might be a protest behavior, a desperate hope he'll notice and pursue her. But these are just stereotypes. Studies show the exact same demand-withdraw patterns in same-sex couples. The dynamic isn't about gender. It's about which partner is seeking change and which one is resisting it. Before we move on, take a second to reflect. Do you see yourself in any of these patterns? Just recognizing it is a huge step. If you feel comfortable, let us know in the comments which part of this is hitting home. You don't have to share details. Even just saying, "I feel seen," is enough. Your comment might be the one that helps someone else feel less alone. Section 4. How to break the pattern and build real connection. Recognizing the pattern is the first step, but breaking it takes conscious effort. Whether you're the one who pulls away or your partner is, here are some actionable steps you can take to stop the cycle. Identify your triggers and communicate them. The urge to pull away doesn't come out of nowhere. It's a reaction. Start noticing what happens right before you feel that need for distance. Is it a deep conversation? A moment of vulnerability? Talk about the future. Once you know your triggers, you can communicate them. It can be as simple as, "I'm feeling overwhelmed and just need a little space to process. It's not about you, and I'll check in later." This gives your partner reassurance while honoring your need. Learn to self-soothe without running. When that panicky, too close feeling hits, try to sit with the discomfort for a moment instead of immediately creating distance. This is about teaching your nervous system that you are safe. Breathe. For someone with an anxious style, this means resisting the urge to chase. For an avoidant, it means resisting the urge to shut down completely. Find a healthy distraction, focus on a hobby, go for a walk, to calm your mind without blowing up your relationship. If your partner pulls away, give space without chasing. This is incredibly hard, especially if you have an anxious attachment style, but it's the most effective thing you can do. Chasing just reinforces the dynamic. It makes the person pulling away feel pursued and retreat even further. Giving them space shows trust and respect. Use this time to focus on your own life. Their uncertainty is a signal for you to invest your energy in yourself, not to double down on trying to win them over. Practice vulnerability in small doses. If you fear intimacy, diving into the deep end is terrifying, so start small. Share something a little personal and see how it feels. Notice how your partner responds. Building trust is a gradual process. Each time you share a piece of yourself and are met with acceptance, you're slowly rewriting that old script that told you being vulnerable was dangerous. Set clear boundaries. Healthy relationships are built on respect and clear boundaries, not on guessing games. Communicate your needs clearly. For example, "I sometimes need reassurance, but I'll work on not needing it constantly. In return, I need you to try not to shut down completely when I bring up a need." This is about finding a middle ground where both people can feel safe and respected. Healing these deep patterns takes time, so patience is key. The habit of pulling away when someone gets close is a survival strategy that has likely outlived its purpose. It's a pattern born of fear of abandonment, of being smothered, or of not being good enough. But by understanding its roots in your attachment style and the fears that fuel it, you can start to reclaim your power. You can learn to respond with intention instead of reacting from old wounds. Building a secure, loving connection is possible, both with others and, most importantly, with yourself. It requires patience, self-compassion, and the courage to stay when every instinct tells you to run. The reward, a relationship where you feel both close and free, is worth the effort.